couple other of the top women's 400-meter runners like Lena Irby-Jackson, Leah Butler out there. Going to be exciting to see that women's 400 coming up in a bit. But here's the field now for the men's 800 meters. Highlight a couple, and then we'll walk you through the lane by lane once they get lined up. We're going to look at Isaiah Jwitt, who was a breakout star in 2021 at the Olympic trials. You see him there wearing hip number 11. Jwitt was a Tokyo Olympian who fell in the semifinals in Tokyo, but he won the trials that year. You know, sometimes you hit a mark like that. You have a season like that. It's hard to find it again. And for Jwitt, he's been really trying to get back to that form. He hasn't dropped under 144 since that season. Last year was the first year he dropped under 145 since that season. So trying to work his way back to his best form. But the thing that's great about being an athlete like him is you know it's there. You just got to find it again.
Track is such an emotional sport. We talk about what these athletes put in on a day-in, day-out basis to try to prepare themselves to compete at the highest level. And you talk about how great he was, and obviously he's still the same athlete, but things change and situations change, whether it be coaching or sponsorships and business and family. So trying to streamline that and just find your ground again can be a little bit challenging, but I'm glad to see him back out here on the track, and I think he's going to put together a good race today.
All right, let's run you through the whole field. Hip number 1 belongs to Sean Dolan, 24 years old, out of Ewing, New Jersey, NCAA indoor runner-up at Villanova last year, a 9-time Big East champion. Hip number 2, South Africa's Reinhard Swanepoel, who ran at Wake Forest, was 4th at ACC Outdoors this year, was the ACC runner-up last season. He's got some great range. He also has been an NCAA cross-country runner at cross-country finals. Hip number 3, Abdullahi Hassan, 22 years old, running at Mississippi State this year, the SEC runner-up in the 800, also NCAA indoor runner-up. Next to Hassan, it is Mehdi Yanuri, the 25-year-old who ran at Oklahoma State and was part of their distance medley relay championship team last year. Cass Elliott's next to him, another 25-year-old semifinalist at the Olympic trials, mainly a 400 hurdler when he ran at the University of Washington, Pac-12 champ back in 2023 in the 400 hurdles. Luciano Fiore wears hip number 6 out of Bayshore, New York, an alum of Siena and a member of the Atlanta Track Club. Camden Marshall wears hip number 7, still just 22 years old. Big Ten runner-up at Indiana, 9th at NCAA Outdoors last year. It's Camden Marshall. Tyrese Taylor wears hip number 8, 23-year-old out of Linstead, Jamaica. He is the reigning Jamaican champion and an Arkansas Razorback. Hassan Abidi, who won the America East Championship at Albany, Tunisia native, runs out of hip number 9. Hip 10, keep your eye on Christian Jackson, still just 21 years old, ACC champ, 7th at NCAAs. Running for Virginia Tech this year, and wearing hip number 11, we've already talked about him, Isaiah Jwitt, the Tokyo Olympian. Best this year, 146. See how he can massage that time, maybe drop that time here, and where his form lies a few weeks out from the Olympic Games. I mean, again, 800-meter running, another one of those events globally where the times are falling, and that includes Josh Hoey, the American, who's run 142 this year. Only Emmanuel Wanyoni has been faster than him this season. So you're going to have to be fast to make that U.S. team.
I cannot believe what the men's 800 meters has become. It is crazy. 141, we're seeing them multiple times. It's crazy.
Clay Pender is the pacer out there, so he takes the lead around the corner. Abidi in a good spot on the outside. Jwitt's kind of settled toward the back of the pack. Sean Dolan is positioned well, as is the Arkansas runner Tyrese Taylor. That's Cass Elliott in the green and navy blue, who's ahead of Abidi. They're the first two behind the pacer here. Then it is Tyrese Taylor, Fiore, and Hassan, all in that lead group.
Just like in the women's race, we see Cass Elliott here controlling it right behind the pacer. We'll see if he has the same luck, if he can hold that form as he go down and the pacer steps off the track.
Meanwhile, Isaiah Jwitt is still near the back, so he's got a lot of work to do. The pacer's off the track. 50.9 was the 400-meter split. Elliott still has the lead, but here comes the heat from Hassan of Canada, the former Mississippi State Bulldog. Abdullahi Hassan, who also ran at Wisconsin in his college days, has some juice here, and he's going. Sean Dolan trying to come from the back there in fourth. Looks like he has a little juice as well. It is Hassan and Dolan now your top two, with Hassan still ahead. Abdullahi Hassan, SEC runner-up this year. Few more strides to go. Here comes Tyrese Taylor moving late. Is he going to run out of space? Yes! Abdullahi Hassan holds off in 1:46.16 unofficially.
Tyrese Taylor just left it a little too late. He made his move. He was firing down the home stretch, but he ran out of real estate. You mentioned Hassan and his strength from cross country, and that's what I saw take over once they got to about 175 coming around that curve. He looked strong. He took the league, and he never relinquished it.
1:46.16 for the Canadian Hassan, 1:46.46 Tyrese Taylor. Sean Dolan in third at 1:46.52, and Christian Jackson rounds out the top four. Still a lot of work for Isaiah Jwitt to do between now and U.S. Nationals. He comes in ninth, 1:50.27.
Listen, I'm always an optimist, so I'm never writing anybody off. But, we got a couple weeks, and it's time to start, reeling those things in, dialing down the training, and get ready for arduous 800 meters, because you got a couple of them, and the guys have been running extremely well. Bryce Hoppel has also been coming along strong, too, so it's going to be tough.
We are on the border of Mississippi here in Memphis, so Abdullahi Hassan has some experience with this southern heat and humidity, and he ran it well. Gets the win. He's with Serenity.
All right, Hassan, out here in your Mississippi State jersey, my guy, you just graduated. You're out here in a pro race. I mean, what's going through your head being one of the youngest guys out here?
Yeah, I mean, this field, I've raced against these guys multiple times. I kind of know how they race. And before the meet, looked through the names and really thought about my tactics and decided to sit back a little bit and start moving at 400, and that's what I did, and I was able to get the win, so happy about it for sure.
And then it was a huge hug from Isaiah Jwitt at the end there. Talk about that relationship and just describe the camaraderie in the men's 800.
I mean, for sure, he's actually my training partner, so we have a group out in Mississippi State. There's a professional group, Epic, Apex. If you guys ever want to see the best 800 meter group in the country, it's Apex. We got Marco Arop, world champion Budapest, silver medalist at the Olympics. So we have a really great group of guys out there. So yeah, Apex.
All right, Apex, shout out to you. Congratulations on your win, Hassan. Go celebrate. Yeah. Bill?
So Abdullahi Hassan is the winner in the Mike Cody Men's 800 Invitational. See if he turns this speed here into some success at the Canadian Nationals this month in advance of the World Championships.